you cannot do. It goes with family, AB or AB. Fine. It is not out of for any two. It is AB or AB like this. Fine. Okay. Now question number 3 generally is of 6 marks each. So in unit number 1 we have process of communication, a big question that can be asked for 6 marks. In unit number 2 technical description, because we don't have anything else, 1 letter, 1 proposal. Fine. So this proposal which I'm going to explain today can be there for 6 marks. Yeah, it can be there in option. But total number of questions that we have and total number of topics that we have, they are almost similar in number. So almost whatever you read, that will be there. Fine. Okay. So this paper, we have a typical system here. We upload the questions. Now system automatically fetch the questions. So it is not I set the paper on A or B or C. The paper is set automatically. For example, I have 10 questions of proposal, 10 questions of letter, 5 questions of technical description. I'm just telling you, for example, right, hypothetically. So out of that, it can fetch any one. It is like this. Fine. Okay. Now, technical proposal is of 7 marks or 6 marks of weightage. Now, there are 2 possibilities. Either you are asked full question. Now, the problem is when system is looking at questions, because what I do is when I create the database, I also write what are the steps of proposal, 3 marks. So system may take in any of the ways. So we should be clear about it. Fine? Hello? Okay. This technical proposal, I will give you one example for reference. Proposal is written like this. So you can visualize and you can write accordingly. This is a technical proposal. So technicalities are also considered for assessment. Fine? I explained this. It will take around 15 to 20 minutes time or 30 minutes time maximum. The remaining time I'm going to explain paper style. When what is asked, what to answer. Because I always say that every answer is correct. But sometimes it is not related to the question asked. We want to match A and B. How can we do that A and B wala matching? That I'll explain today. And I can guarantee you that after explanation of that 10 to 15 minutes time, you will open up your vistas, your horizons, your ideas. That does it happen like this? Fine. So how technically we go and we work, that I'll explain, right? In next half an hour or next phase of the session. That is going to be very important thing. Fine. Okay. Now technical proposal, just to have the sync, what I'll do is I'll quickly start explaining. We'll go through what we have done in the last class to just make you understand. Technical proposal is a kind of internal communication. Technical proposal is a kind of internal communication. That means your boss of the company asks you to go investigate, find, search, and submit the data. That means middle level employee submit the proposal to top level employee. Is it clear? In communication, it is called vertical communication. Lift, it goes from ground floor to top floor. It is vertical. This is horizontal. Fine. Vertical, there can be upward communication and downward communication. When a student tries to talk with teacher, class teacher, head of department, dean, director, provost, president, from student to president is upward communication. From president to student is downward communication. but both are in a way comes under vertical communication. When a student of EC2 class talks with students of EC1 class, or ED1, or ET1, or EE1, or EA1, it is horizontal because they communicate in the same level. When the same level is there, it is called horizontal communication. Clear? Now, if a student of computer engineering talks with the head of department of mechanical engineering directly, cross connection, fine, that is called diagonal communication. That is called diagonal, right? It does not follow zigzag, right? It is like that. So that we need to understand. Clear? Okay. So here technical proposals are to provide some solutions. It can be asked for providing solutions, number one. It can be asked for providing suggestions, right? These are the two major tasks. Clear? Hello? Okay. Now it incorporates what? Technical as well as financial things. At your home even, you ask your dad that, sir, dad, we want to have new television. That your dad will ask you, size of the television, which is the brand, what is the price, what are the functionalities, yes or no? You want to buy a mobile phone, which mobile phone? All specifications. That means whenever we propose to somebody in terms of buying something, adding new value, right? In that case, we need to add all the details. When we add all these details in a particular format, in a layout, prescribed layout, that means what we call technical proposal. Is it clear now? Hello? Okay. So these are the purposes, as I told you, to solve the purpose, to alter the procedure, right? Day before yesterday, I was having interaction over a cup of tea with one professor of civil engineering. We decided, we were talking that, we were just sharing that there are around 100 plus professors every day from Rajkot to Marwari. They come by their own car. That means consumption of fuel, 100 cars. If we reduce it on sharing basis, or if we find some solution from institute, in that case there can be only 20 Innovas required, 20 Ertigas required, and everybody comes in different shifts. So fuel can be saved, money can be saved, time can be saved. For example, I come by my own car, that means I'll be driving. It takes around 25 minutes without traffic. With traffic, 40 minutes. 40 plus 40, 80 minutes. That means 1.5 hours every day. Now, if I am free while traveling, I can do a lot of things. If I do only social media, that means I'm saving my 1.5 hours of my remaining time. I can do some concrete work. This happens. Right? So that was a kind of proposal to alter the procedure to come to college. Are you getting the point? This is formal. Now find answers to questions. Nokia company is worried. Nokia has come up with a new model. That how to establish, how to cover market. Now Samsung, Apple, and this different companies, they have cutthroat competition. So what are the problems? What are the issues? Even that can be there. Offer advice and training. Computer students are lacking in communication skills. As I told you last time, Ola company, I think I gave that example in the B batch, my lab. Ola has come up with electric EV motors and scooters. Now they are looking for the students, interns, fresh graduates who are good in communication, sophisticated, presentable. Company will give them car that you need to keep with you. You'll be given one application, mobile application, just like Zomato. Anybody in Rajkot says that I want to have a look at the Ola car and I want to take a test drive. You will get the intimation. You go there at the given time, give the demo and come back. For the remaining time, you are free. Starting salary is 20,000. For driving Ola's car. This is something. The market is changing. You see, you don't need to, pull the market. That please buy my thing. They will ask you and they will call you. At their time, you need to go. So this is something offer advice training. So they are looking for people, right, who are good in that. So what they will do, they will provide training. How to talk with people, right? You'll be surprised to know that you go to this Skoda, BMW, Mercedes showrooms. The managers, sales managers there, their salaries are in 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs rupees. You go to Tanis, Malabar Hills, the floor manager is drawing around 10 lakh rupees. Why? Because they have responsibility. They need to deal with the people who are, highly rich. Getting my point? So that training is required. You propose, conduct research on a topic of interest of both the parties. Right? Yesterday only at 2 a.m. and 20 minutes, I submitted with my friends one project. So that project is about research. We want to conduct a research for certain things. So government is providing fund, and that is in lakhs. Minimum 5 lakhs, maximum 50 lakhs. You need to work. You need to propose, write a proposal. That proposal was of only 7 pages. 7 pages, 3,700 words. It took 45 days to prepare. So that proposal is also technical proposal, right? I'm giving you ideas so that you can explore, you can think in different directions. We can bifurcate this two. One is sales, second is research. Our proposals would be related to sales. That means you will be asked misbehavior, late coming, sales drop, right? How to boost sales of the particular mobile phone. All these things will be there. Solicited, unsolicited, I gave you example. Invited, uninvited. Fine. Okay. What are the characteristics? It should fulfill the category-wise requirements. Number 1, appropriate decision makers, more creative, permit informality and personal approach style. Keep in view customers' convenience, financial gain, and prestige. Right? For example, if I want to conduct a survey, university gives me money. University gives me time. Why? Because university also gaining something. Getting my point? For example, I shared one Google form about that Plotagon. I submitted that paper. I wrote one paper on that based on your responses. Right? Other than Marwadi, there is nobody on the earth who uses Plotagon for teaching English and communication. So with my paper, my research, they will get to know. Another paper I am working on is OMO. That is online merge offline class. This is something new. It is not blended learning. If I am online and offline, it is blended. You are online and offline, that is OMO. Fine. So what are the infrastructural challenges? What are the psychological challenges? Right? Because I am talking with you people. Now here, if I look at these people who are online, they will feel that they are not connected. If I look at them, you people will feel that we are not connected. But we need to find out the best way. Fine. So that is required. The content is important. Fine. If I just read out everything from this, that will not suffice. That will not serve the purpose. So all those things are there, which can definitely help the management, institution, society, government to find out new ways. Right? Today we have projector over here. It might come that sometime we have over here green curtain. So classrooms will be converted into studios. Right? You will have your own screens. We may start conducting sessions in the labs. Fine. It is possible. Fine. Now I want to take the sense or opinion of you people. How can I do that? So the people who are online, they can type. The people who are offline, they can have an instrument. the way we have in KDC, right? You can register your opinion, so that is also possible. So all these things come under that, right? Different ways. Now I would talk about this. This is the spine, backbone of your technical proposal. Whatever you write, bold, italic, underline, whatever you write, but write at least this much in terms of headings. My primary concern for this midsem exam is second column. What is second column? Body of proposal. That goes with introduction. That is, what is the purpose, then technical procedure, if there is any, then managerial procedures, cost estimate, fine, then conclusion. If it is technical proposal, if it is related to sales, it becomes as easy as a letter that you write. Fine, I'll show you that. But prefatory parts, title page. Title page means you need to design a title page because you are submitting that. Fine. What you need to do is go to Google, type technical proposal samples or technical proposals templates in PDF. You will find lots of. Any of this or any of the selected one you write is correct. This is not the complete exclusive sequence that you need to write, but these are the elements you can write here and there. If you omit two, if you add two, will do. But the purpose is your motive should be conveyed. The objective of your writing proposal should be conveyed. If it is done, no matter if you write 17 elements or 7 elements. Are you getting my point? Hello? Okay. So draft, contract, table of contents, list of tables, figures, this all becomes one thesis. When you will be there in your 7th semester, when you will be asked to go for a project, maybe UDP or UIDP, right? Whatever you select, fine. In that entire project you prepare, this would be 70, 80 pages. Now it would be injustice, sheer injustice, if I ask you to write 70 pages for 6 marks. The first thing that will come to your mind is option માં કાઢો. આ ફરજિયાત છે, તમે option માં નીકળો. Right? But we need to understand in the long run. That's why I'm teaching this, so that I can ask you only one portion for 6 marks, and that too writing steps. Right? Okay. Appendices and references. References is important. Now my question is simple. I just give you example. If somebody has written something and you are thinking the same thing, how would you know? For example, you type in Google that most important way to track bitcoins, plus you write PHP code, you click in GitHub, you find that, you copied that, you publish your own application, your website, and say this is my creation. Is it possible? Is it ethical? Is it right? Is it legal? All the answers are no. So sir, શું કરવાનું? When you take reference of anybody, somebody has done that, you take it, but you give respect to that person. You write down that this person has done this. If that person has put the things in a shareable mode, otherwise that person will ask for royalty if you are gaining something. Getting my point? For example, serum company developed vaccine. Why other companies are sitting idle? Why they are not designing or developing or manufacturing vaccines? Because they have not invested in R&D. But serum company, gave that what we call it all combinations formula to one company in North Gujarat. That company started manufacturing, but it is when you go for the cost, they will charge royalty. So in the field of research, whenever you get something or take something from somebody, you need to give credit. And there is one particular form of giving credit. It is called citation. It is called citation. Citation. Right? The output of citation is references. Now understood? References, right? So that is important. Okay. Up to now it is clear, everybody? Hello? Okay. People online, if you are clear with this, please type yes in the chat box so that I can move ahead. Thank you, Hussein, Arjun. Okay. The tsunami of yes. Okay, good. The people who are sitting here, if it is clear with you people, please say yes. Yes. Is it clear? Yes. 60. Is it clear? Yes. Oh, 102. Fine, great. So it has been a long time you shouted in the class, right? Okay. In presence of a teacher. Right? Okay. Okay. Now I will definitely go with this in your proposal. The most important element that you require to write, type, mention is executive summary. What is executive summary? It is called abstract. So what is abstract? It is a trailer, teaser. So the movie mana hoy. You need to write down in 300 words or in 50 words or 60 words the purpose of this proposal. What exactly this is there. So it is enlarged form of subject line in letter writing. In letter writing, you mention in one line. Here you mention 5-6 lines. That is executive summary. Is it clear? Okay. Now look at the points. Give quick review. Entire proposal. Fine. So write down steps. In this proposal, we have gone through this process. These are the pros and cons. These are the steps that we have followed, and these are the probable outcomes of the proposal. Right. So that will give you entire idea. Some people also write delimitation. What is not covered? You mentioned what is covered. Along with you also mentioned that this is something you have not covered. In my paper, I mentioned that I have used Platagon to teach communication skills. Delimitation is it was used for only computer engineering students. Result may be different if I teach BA students, BCom students, BBA students, or mechanical or electrical. So that is delimitation, right? That you can mention. Blank note is a prefatory parts, title page, draft of contract, executive summary, cost estimate. People online, you need to type draft, okay. B, okay. So we considered A, B, C, D. What is the answer? D is the answer. Let's see. Yes, cost estimate. Cost estimate comes in the body of the proposal, right? This is body of the proposal. In body of the proposal, you mention the problem, why you write. What is the purpose of writing this? Background. Background means what is the present scenario of this situation? You mention about it. There is one word called literature review. Literature review does not mean English literature, Gujarati literature. You go to Google, search about the product or the topic, whatever research papers, thesis, books, articles, blogs, reports, patents, websites, right? Whatever you find, you try to search and find out that what was the reason. That goes with literature review so that it can be justified. Now, when I say that using gamification, English can be taught effectively. If I say like this at my home, right? Everybody from my home, they will laugh at me. How is it possible? You experience, that's why you believe. My colleagues, they may not believe. People from Rajkot, Ahmedabad, Baroda, maybe from different countries, they will not believe. But when I download 7, 8 papers, thesis, that what people have experimented in terms of gamification in teaching English. When people say, we believe. So this is literature review. Clear? Hello? The purpose is objective. Why we write this? You mentioned that. Example is to provide a required training for newly employed graduates. Right? To propose a new gym in the office. Allow trainees to offer one Saturday off in the month. So these all are examples. Subject line in a way, we can say. Yep. Infinitive means it should start with 2. Right? 2 wala form is infinitive. Fine? To start, to promote, to propose, like this. Scope, it affects to whom? At which level? Is it affecting individual level? One class, one branch, one college, society, world? At what level? Right? For example, vaccine. When the proposal of the vaccine would be given to the government that we want to develop vaccine, what was the scope of vaccine? Entire India. Getting my point? So every Indian is a scope. So at what level you are going to extend? That is scope. Limitation, what will not be included, what is excluded, where you cannot touch. Fine? So that other person who is interested in this area will touch this. Because research is what? You discover something new. Or somebody has discovered something, you look at it. You have covered this point, not this point. I will try with this point. You extend the research. Fine? So that is limitation. Project team and personnel, list of people, right? That is there. Okay, fine. Apart from this, the people who are main person is called project director. Second, the people who are assisting them, they are co-supervisors, co-project directors. The helpers are research associates. Sir, तो क्लास में बेटा बाजू में बात करिए एक से आवे या ना आवे. When you write something in your book and show to your friend, what does it come? It does not come here because it's about proposal. Fine? Okay. So, procedure, methods, which method we use? Conducting survey, experimenting. You go to microbiology. Fine? They will, go for chemicals and experiment and say, it happened. It does not happen. You people will not go there. You will use simulators. Right? When you are developing your Android application, you will not every time use an Android phone. But there are Android simulators in computer itself. You will run through it and you will get to know, okay, it will look like this. So, method, plan of attack, plan of work, right? Sequence of activities, step-by-step guide, right? Okay. Procedure, budget, cost estimate. You need to mention breaking down each part. When somebody asks you, sir, we want to go to Canada or we want to go to France just to enjoy, chill out. 10 days package. Per head, 50,000 rupees. You will definitely ask, what is included in 50,000? Tickets, visa, yes. Sightseeing, yes. Breakfast, yes. Lunch, king size breakfast, no lunch. Dinner, yes. Right? So this is what is included. Right? Some you may ask that I don't want to have your breakfast. So the people will not say, okay, no problem, you don't take. Right? Ochu karo? That is not possible. Fine. But some people they give in breaking parts. You go to if you want to go for furniture making, right? So they'll say goods, labor, right? And in goods there will be three levels: tiles, right? 160, 170, 200, 300. Handles, 60 to 600, right? Kitchenware, bathroom wares, all those things, accessories that gives you a range. That is piecemeal distribution, right? Some people will say this is the total amount. So that we need to mention in cost. And conclusion, we need to share that these are the things that we are going to end. Conclusion, whatever you aimed, whatever you proposed, whatever you thought of that I will do this, could you do that or not? Right? That you mentioned. Blank is not an element of body of proposal. Cost estimate, introduction, conclusion, letter of transmittal. Very good. Offline people are the fastest finger first, and they will get one treat in the afternoon, right? C batch, the respective teacher. B batch, the respective teacher. A batch, they will go home and enjoy. Fine. The answer is, I'm waiting for online people to answer. A, B, C, D. Left. Okay. Letter of transmittal is the option which is not there, right, in the introduction. Appendices and references. Any question answer? Hello? There. Okay. Quiz I will upload to Google Classroom. The problem is the people who do not have lab, they also answer the questions and get to correctly. That surprises the most, right? Okay. So now we want to talk about the people who are online. Please we are still 15 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, right? Okay. Now I was talking about Bloom's taxonomy. See, we are the people, Marwadi people, who proposed one typical format of paper style to GTU, and it has been accepted by GTU before 5 years, and after that, entire GTU conducts examination engineering with that format. Right? Now that format is based on Bloom's taxonomy. You may have HE. Right? What is Bloom's taxonomy? Bloom's was a person who designed and defined learning levels of different people. Right? So I just give you one clear example. Bloom's taxonomy. Go to images. Okay, I guess this is good one to show. From here, I'll share so that everybody can see this. Fine. Now, important thing. If you can find here, see, this is copyright. That means if you write in this format without acknowledgement of this person, that person can send you behind the bars. But if you write courtesy, this person's name, no problem. Getting? Okay. Now look at this. This is a pyramid of learning. First one is remember. There are 100% students who are good with memory. They have got 8 GB RAM, short-term memory. They read, remember easily, but that is span is very little. After 30 days, what was there in design engineering, right? If somebody asks you, right, different types of gates, AND gate, NOR gate, sir, yeah, right? Then go on. You wrote lots of things in your chemistry and maths and physics and everything, but somebody asks you, can you explain that, sir? Sorry. Now we will not talk about it, right? So here, because that is mugged up, right? So you mug up a lot. That is, remember, everybody can do this. Now the people who are genuinely clever, genuinely intelligent, how can we distinguish this? So we designed the papers in a different way. There are questions around 30% on remembering base. That means anybody can pass the exam. Second is understanding. Third is apply. So what is the difference? For example, if I ask you, write a definition of communication. Bolo sir, koni lakhi. You plug your pen drive and write down. Now, if I ask you, what is the difference between verbal communication and non-verbal communication? If you have not understood, you cannot write. But if I say apply, I give you one situation and ask you, what is the kind of communication method this person should use? So if you do not know thoroughly, you cannot answer it. Then analyze. What is the difference between AND gate and NOR gate? If you don't know, you cannot distinguish. Evaluate. You are given a situation, case study. See the difference between the people who study in MBA college and IIM. Right? This is the difference. In all MBA colleges, everywhere across the world, right? What they do is they will remember, understand, apply, analyze. That's all. Highest level is analyze. In IIMs, there is no final exam because you don't know which lecture has which lecture, how much marks. For example, I come today, I asked you people, I noted down your responses, and that was marks. I thought that, okay, there will be 5 marks for this lecture. If you answered, you got 5 marks. You said, I won't answer, 0. You wrongly answered, maybe 2 or 3. They work in that way. And what they do is they give you case study. Go to library, read, and come back. The people who study in ordinary and MBA college, they read around 3,000 pages per subject. 10 books, each of 300 pages, right? Not more than that. And people who study in IIM, for each case study, you need to study 10 books. You need to come and present, create presentation, evaluate the case study. It starts from there. That's why minimum package is 24 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs, minimum package. And here, the person in MBA college, 10 lakhs highest, 15 lakhs highest. The person who retire may reach to 20 lakhs. And the person who studies in IIM will start the career with 25 lakhs. And that to Daba, the student who is very dumb, last one in the batch will get package of 20 lakhs. And highest will get 12 lakhs. Highest of MBA here and lowest of there, still there's a gap of 8 lakhs, which is double to the average package of any college. This is the mode of learning. Are you getting the point? So here we ask questions based on this. For example, if somebody asks you describe, right? Describe, that means it is remembering level. If somebody asks you distinguish, analyze level. Write a letter is create level. Getting? So naturally the people who answer all those mugged up answers, they will not be able to write letters properly. That means the people who write letters properly, they are genuinely intelligent and they will be getting more marks than the other people. What's the point? Hello? This is what I wanted to explain. Right? You can download this later on at your convenience and study this. I tell you that your third semester, fourth semester, fifth semester, sixth semester, seventh semester, eighth semester, your PG, wherever you study in the world, everything, every education, every paper, every exam will have the base of this. So if you understand this well, it will help you to boost your score well. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the lab, right, at 5:05 at 1:55 p.m. Thank you very much.